Welcome back, or I suppose welcome for the first time to an actual Elder Scrolls 6 video with official footage. And while we did get a confirmation of the Elder Scrolls 6 like 2 E3s ago, this is the first time we're actually seeing anything to do with like media or trailers or whatever you want to call it, a teaser. And it really doesn't tell us much at all. It's a single shot that just like flies across some mountains, and we are going to talk about where this likely is, but again, it just says Elder Scrolls 6. We don't actually get a location confirmation. Also, as exciting as the Elder Scrolls 6 is, just remember it's so many years away. They also went out Starfield, which is coming out before Elder Scrolls 6, and Todd Howard said it's going to be next gen, and these Sony guys also said that their next generation of consoles are many years away. So the very least, Starfield is many years away, and then we have to wait for the Elder Scrolls 6 after Starfield. So Elder Scrolls 6 is very, very far away. Again, as exciting as it is, just relax. But let's not forget that Elder Scrolls Blades is coming. So what we see in this trailer is a kind of unique arid area, very hilly, lot of rocks. I'm pretty sure I know where this is, but let's run through where it's not. It's not Black Marsh, it's not Morrowind, it's not Skyrim, it's probably not Cyrodiil. It looks a little bit like the Gold Coast region, but we've been there. None of the architecture matches in the cities. It's probably not in Cyrodiil. It's definitely not the Somerset Isles. None of the terrain matches. Now, it could be elsewhere. We don't really know. Well, we haven't seen it in game before, so we can't link it up in terms of landscape, right? It is known to be arid and rocky. There's some jungles and deserts. It could be there. I doubt it. I feel like they're kind of going to avoid that area for a very long time because the Khajiit culture and lore is very complicated. If you don't know, there's 16 types of Khajiit, ranging from the size of a house cat all the way to the size of a saber cat that's the size of a mammoth, and all of which are sentient. So it's something that I feel like they're avoiding on purpose because it's just too difficult to do. So I don't think it's in elsewhere. Another place would be High Rock. I don't think it's High Rock purely based on the architecture of the buildings. They're made out of white stone, and they look like the kind of buildings you get in like southern Spain and North Africa, where it's kind of a mix of Arabic style and European style together, especially with that white stone. If you don't know, High Rock has a very like French feel to it, a lot of very medieval classic fantasy buildings, none of which look like the ones we see in this trailer here. So what does that leave? That leaves Hammerfell, home of the Red Guards. The terrain matches, and the architecture matches as well. What does this mean? Well, Elder Scrolls 6 Hammerfell, I guess, but I'll have to wait till I get back to Australia to make a really massive in-depth video about what Hammerfell would be like. If you are interested in checking out the High Rock video, because it could be in High Rock, it might be in both, I don't know. But I do have like a 50-minute video exploring what the Elder Scrolls 6 High Rock would be like, if you want to check that out. But for now, pretty sure it's Hammerfell. At least what we're seeing in this teaser trailer is Hammerfell. Not to say that it would just be in Hammerfell, because I mean, we got 10 seconds of footage, that's it. And I did go through this trailer many times. There is one city we can see on the hill there, kind of in the mid-ground. And there's another city way, way in the distance down by the coast. It takes up like 3 pixels of the screen, so it's impossible to actually get any bearing here. And in terms of landmarks, I can't see any mountains or giant statues that kind of concrete exactly where this is. Pretty certain it's Hammerfell. As someone that's based their career on the Elder Scrolls for the last 4 years, my guess is Hammerfell. Now, there are some people speculating that it could be on Yakuta, and it could be in Akavir. I feel like these two options are unlikely. I don't think they would leave Tamriel incomplete and then move on to other continents. Yakuta, as far as we know, is also destroyed, so I doubt it would be there. The Yakutans actually destroyed Yakuta and then moved to Hammerfell, and are actually the people that the Red Guards descended from. The Yakutans and the Left-Handed Elves came from the last Kalpa cycle. If you're unaware, the Elder Scrolls universe is like a wheel of time, and when the wheel comes to an end, it just basically resets. But the Yakutans and the Left-Handed Elves were like, hey, fuck that, let's survive. And then they moved at strange angles through the Kalpa cycle and came into this Kalpa cycle from the previous one. I've got a whole lore video talking about it. But then the Yakutans blew up Yakuta, destroying the Left-Handed Elves and Yakuta, so I don't think we're going to be going there in the Elder Scrolls 6. And Akavir, it's kind of, we just have like a couple of pages of information on it in books. We don't really know what to expect or what it looks like. We do know the blades came from there though, and their architectural style is very Asian, which we don't see in the cities in this trailer. So I don't think it's Akavir. I'm pretty sure it's Hammerfell. But I'm very interested to hear what you guys think about this or what you got out of this trailer. If you can see anything or spot any landmarks that I can't, please let me know what it is. And I'll see you in 14 years in the Elder Scrolls 6. See ya.